Alright guys, what is up? So today for me it is Thursday, July 30th. I have no idea exactly when I'll be uploading this video. I'm going to try my best to upload it as soon as possible. So today is a very special day because I have been waiting for this day for the past almost 8 months now, like especially in late December. If you guys don't know exactly what I'm talking about, it's kind of what I was talking about in my previous video, which is about the Canon EOS R5. Canon officially stated that it will be doing 8K, no crop, 4K 120, 10-bit, 422, no crop. Practically everything everyone has wanted within a camera. They're practically getting it this year, and we're finally getting the R5 now, since the pre-order date was July the 9th, and finally they are starting to ship today, which is Thursday, July 30th. So here's a clip of me and my dad. We're on our way to our local camera store, and we were on our way to go to Mike's Camera, which is the local camera store. Alrighty guys, so right now we are here in downtown Sacramento. The place where we pre-ordered our camera was Mike's Camera. We also did a pre-order on B&H Photo Video. That was our main place we were trying to go for, but obviously our backup was Mike's Camera, which thankfully they do have our R5, because right now B&H is a bit weird because I contacted them yesterday and they said that they didn't get the stock in, which is kind of strange because B&H is like one of the biggest camera stores like worldwide. So kind of strange how they didn't get their shipment in of the first batch yet. I think they said that they're probably getting their first batch by the end of this weekend, and then hopefully by next weekend they're going to start shipping it out. So right now we're very, very skeptical with B&H. So that's why, at least luckily, we did have our backup, which was Mike's Camera here in Sacramento downtown. This is actually our first time going to the store, but they do have really good reviews. We checked them up, make sure that they are legitimate first off, and we did put down a $100 deposit for them for the R5, and then I think actually yesterday they contacted my dad saying that the R5 is in, and that obviously they can't give it to him on the 29th, they can only give it to him on the 30th since that is the official release date. So today is July 30th. Alright, my dad wants me to come outside to see the R5. So let's go outside. Oh, it says R5. Let's see. There it is. We got it. And after that clip that you guys just saw, here we have the Canon EOS R5, as you guys can see by this beautiful box. And also right now we are recording this video on the Canon EOS R with a 15-35 f2.8. I obviously did mention this in my previous video. If you guys haven't checked out that video, link will be up there. I don't know, I think it's one of these other places, but I'm pretty sure it's up there. So if you guys want to go check out that video of some of the best accessories to pick up for the Canon EOS R5, definitely recommend you guys to go check out that video. And also here on the side, I do have my ProGrade 325 gig CF Express card. So obviously once I do open up the R5, I can pretty much put it inside and do some testing with the R5 and have a little bit of a first impression. So let's get into this box. So right now, sadly with my setup, I don't have a top-down angle. I'm trying to figure out a way how to do a top-down angle without drilling a hole in my ceiling. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. Always open to that. But for the time being, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a front unboxing. This camera is honestly by far one of the best cameras I'm ever going to be holding in my entire life. So this is like one of my very first full frame cameras that I will for sure be keeping. Obviously the EOS R is the very first camera that I've held, that is a full frame sensor. But this is going to be the one that I'm going to be keeping. So let's get inside. So when we first open it, let's see what we get. Alrighty, so first up, right inside here, we have a little warranty information. Just gonna keep to the side because no one really cares about that. And guys, look at this manual book. I don't know if you guys can tell, I think it's a little bit overexposed, but like right here, you guys can see. Literally just look how thick this packet is. Like why? There's so much information. So if you guys obviously want to read more about the EOS R5, I actually did download the manual online. I believe Canon Europe and also Canon USA has already released the manual on their website. So, if you don't want to read the tiny font within this thing, you can just easily do that. So highly recommend you guys to do that. But if you guys love reading super small, thick books, there's also this. So keep that to the side. and let's see what else we get. Alright, so now we're getting more into the accessories. So right here, we actually have the brand new LPE6NH. So this is the new battery for the R5 and the R6. And I do believe that it is also backwards compatible, so you can use it for, you know, like some of the older cameras. Hopefully, maybe with my Canon EOS R5, maybe I could use it. But I'm gonna have to do more testing with that. But yeah, so this one I believe has 2130 milliamp hours, so it's a bit more than the previous 1865 LPE6N and the 1800 LPE6. So definitely I believe it's going to give a bit more battery life to the R5, which super excited about. And also inside, for a little bit of a top-down angle, right here we have a USB Type-C to a USB Type-C cable. And right here we have a little bit of a connector, so if you do want to keep your ports organized and out of the way so that they don't get tangled up in front of your camera, you can just stick this guy to the side of your camera and just plug in all of your ports. So, you know, for cable management, I think this is pretty useful. And one of the last things that you get in the top of this container is pretty much the exact same charger that you get with practically almost every other Canon camera. This is the LPE6 battery charger. I'm just gonna leave it in its box because I already have one of these. So yeah, super cool. And we're gonna take the top of this guy and get into the inside. Alrighty, so right here we have the Canon EOS R5, and here, I'll take this one out first, which is the Canon EOS R5 strap right here. So if you are doing a lot of photography, or you just like to keep your camera around your neck, then you do have this neck strap, and also it does give you a little bit of a flex to flex that you do have the Canon EOS R5, which I think it's super cool. So I think I'm going to put this guy back in here. Let's clean up the table a little bit. I'll keep this LPE6NH battery out here so I can put it within the R5. Let's open up the Canon EOS R5. Super excited. Alrighty. So here it comes in this white material, and it also has like its little seal of approval right there, if you guys can tell. It's so nerve-wracking. Alright guys, so right now we are on to the massive unboxing. We have the Canon EOS R5, we're going to be opening up for the first time. Super stoked. Here we have the LPE6NH battery, and we have the Pro Grade 325 gig card, so if I want to just set it up right now, I can do that. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a first look before I get my views on it, and let's do this. Alrighty, open up the seal, and let's see. You guys see it? You guys see it? It makes a lot of squeaky noise. I don't like that. And here we are. Gosh. Alright, can you guys see this? Look at that. This is officially the Canon EOS R5. Alright, so first off, already just from holding it, it honestly doesn't seem that much bigger than the Canon EOS R, which I'm filming on right now. Definitely a little bit more bulky, that is for sure. But when it comes to just the body dimensions in general, they are very similar. And I did read up on the specs that this is only like 0.2 pounds more than the original R. So when it comes to weight, I don't really think that should be that big of a deal. Again, I'm just shocked that you can do 8K RAW within this small of a body. For me, it doesn't even make any sense that this is possible. But yeah, so again, super excited. Right now, I'm going to see if I can set it up and hopefully take my very first clip in 8K RAW. Right here, once we take off the cap, here is the sensor. So if you guys can see that. Now, besides the sensor, I want to talk a little bit more about the outer features about this camera. So here on the side, we'll start off with the SD card port. So right here, we have our Safe Express card type port here, and we have our UHS-2 SD card. So again, for those people that have been, you know, telling Canon that they suck because they don't have dual SD card slot, well, now not only do you have a Safe Express card slot, but you also have a regular SD card slot, so you're welcome. So also on the body, the original R had like kind of like a D-pad, like kind of like you just click on it and that's how it works, but this time it's just a scroll wheel. So it does feel very similar to my previous Canon EOS M8D. However, there is one thing I really did wish Canon could do, is pretty much do the exact same thing that they did with the EOS M8D, because they had a mixture of both the scroll wheel and the D-pad, which to me just seemed pretty easy. But I did hear that you know if you want to choose your settings, you can just use the joystick up here to change your settings, and then you can just use your scroll wheel and your set button to change the settings within the menu. And also, speaking about the joystick, people are so happy that the touch bar is gone, and honestly for me, I kind of saw the touch bar being kind of useful because I do use it for my white balance. So if I want to quickly go from like a daylight white balance to, you know, maybe like a tungsten white balance, it's pretty easy just to change it like that. But I do know that a lot of people really wished that the AF joystick was on the R, so Canon heard their customers and finally put the joystick back on here. And obviously I'm super excited to use the joystick again because I really did like it, and I think it does provide a lot of great features. That there are two new things, especially on the front of the camera. Right here we do have an extra custom button. So if you want to, you know, customize this button to do a certain thing, you got this button right here. And also there's actually a port in the front of the camera, which is a remote control terminal. And here on the bottom we do have our battery slot, so this is where I'm going to be putting the LP-E6NH right here. So that's where we put in our battery. And also right here is, I believe, another HDMI port. So for those who will be getting the battery grip, either the battery grip or the wireless transmission grip, I believe that is pretty much for that. So yeah, honestly super cool. Alrighty guys, so not to make this video any longer, but I'm just gonna quickly switch out the cameras. I'm gonna turn on this puppy, put this 15-35 lens on this guy, and continue just talking about the Canon EOS R5 by shooting on the R5. So let's change it right now. Whoa. Alright guys, so we just switched out from the EOS R, which is right here. Now we are recording with the Canon EOS R5 with a 15-35 f2.8. And also on the top I do have my Rode VideoMic Pro Plus as my audio source, and also just let me know how it sounds as well. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. And guys, how does the video look? Does it look any different, any better? You can definitely tell just by looking off the LCD display that there is definitely way more dynamic range, which I'm super excited to test out in the field. And yeah, so right now I'm also recording with the Pro Grade CF Express type card, because right now it's not in its case anymore, so it's just right here. But also just let me know how the autofocusing looks as well, since, you know, 8K is a very heavy codec to work with, and also I'm very curious to see how the dual pixel autofocus version 2 works with the R5. Alright guys, so right now I'm just going to take it off of the tripod that I'm recording with right now and kind of just give you guys more of a vlog style look, just to show you guys what it will look like when I'm vlogging. So this is how I'm holding it right now. I'm just looking into the monitor to see how it looks, and honestly it looks like the autofocusing is doing a really good job. It's already tracking my eye, so I'm already super impressed that it can already just keep up with autofocusing and just all the other, you know, heavy tasks that it has to work with in this heavy codec. And again, let me know how the dynamic range looks, because just looking it off of this monitor, it doesn't look that much, but definitely compared to the EOS R, definitely way more dynamic range. So obviously this is going to be kind of the vlog style that you guys are going to be getting now, definitely with this nice full frame sensor and this beautiful RF 15-35. Let me know in the comments down below how it looks. But besides that, I think that's going to do it for us on this video. So if you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a like. Also comment down below what you guys, what your thoughts are with the Canon EOS R5. If you guys want me to do anything with this camera, you know, testing it outside, photography, video. Also, I have seen a few comments saying that people may want me to test it with editing, since they want to know how well it is to edit 8K footage on like either a laptop or a desktop. So I'll probably also be making that video too. But besides that, just let me know what you guys think, and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.